Ikonini. So kuna vile Eastleigh kuna make headlines around hapo 23rd of October, na story ilikuwa ni 3 people were killed. Na 3 people were killed ilikuwa ni one woman, her daughter and her niece. And kuna vile hii mada ilikuwa strange sana because of the way that bodies zao zili up distributiwa. So wacha tubaki tumecheki vile hii kitu ilikuwa reported. Hii ilikuwa ni NTV.
The epicenter of the tragedy of this case, however, is that Amina is one of 3 family members murdered in one night. CCTV footage of the night in question shows Amina and her 12-year-old niece leaving their home in Eastleigh for a medical facility in the same area. They had started getting worried about 36-year-old Dhahabo Daud, who was the 12-year-old girl's mother. Dhahabo started feeling unwell and went to a hospital in Eastleigh at around 8 p.m. At 9 p.m, Dhahabo said that she had been treated and was on her way home. But by 10 p.m, she had still not arrived and her phone was off, prompting the 2 girls to go look for her at the medical facility said to be at BBS Mall, Eastleigh. The 2 ladies are seen waiting by the pavement outside before a saloon car arrives. They then have a conversation with the driver. That is the last time Amina, Dhahabo, and her 12-year-old daughter were seen alive.
So hiyo ndio kitu ili happen. So vile ili happen, of course ilibaki imesikia watu because ilikuwa inaonyesha ni kama Nairobi is not as safe as we think it is. But sasa makara wa Kenya, one of the things lazima wapatie ni when they want to investigate a case, they investigate it and they do it very fast. So this is what ended up happening. Wali end up sasa wakitry kutrace like kitu ili happen na udem. And ilikuwa sasa ni Citizen. Hii Citizen sasa walikuwa na report jana kustayari kuna msee yuko linked to hizi stories zote. And the scary thing ni msee inakani a serial killer cause kuna demo mwingine sasa pia ule alikuwa amededishwa before na amekuwa linked to msee. Chatuende.
On the 29th of October 2024, CCTV cameras at a supermarket within Lavington area captured Deka Abdinur doing some shopping. Most of the items she purchased here were recovered at a crime scene where a mutilated human body was discovered within Langata Cemetery. At the scene, police also recovered receipts they suspected she had been given after the shopping. The body parts at Langata Cemetery were fresh bones. The body had been boiled and the flesh removed. Investigators took the receipts which were recovered at the scene and began investigations to unravel the origin of the purchased items and the possible identity of the victim.
Cheki, so kulikuwa na hiyo story ile unasikia hiyo vile ni horrific, like zile vitu zile baki zimepatikana. So kuna ufala moja ule anakuwa suspected of his story yote, na saizi inaanza kupoint at someone who can be classified as a serial killer. So umse tayari yuko in custody, and the reason why yuko in custody is because the police want to investigate this case. Makarao si full time, si all the times wanatakaga ku-investigate story.
On the 31st of October at 6 a.m, Hashim was captured by CCTV cameras leaving the Airbnb. The man was carrying suspected body parts in polythene bags. He walked straight to the lift and left. The same day at 5 in the evening, the polythene bag was recovered at Langata Cemetery with badly mutilated bones of a human being.
It is at this apartment where the suspect was last seen carrying something in a bag that is believed to be human remains.
Okay, so kuna ufala ameenda pameshikwa, and hii ilibaki bring a very interesting debate ile nilicheki on Twitter. Kwa sasa jana kuna post ilipostiwa na msanii anaitwa Amin aliandika, this girl has gone missing last night in Eastleigh. Her name is Ikran Mohammed Ugas, lives in Muratina Road, Daraja Towers. She was picked up by a Somali taxi driver last night. Both the driver and her phone are off. So someone akaenda ametweet akasema that at this rate it means that Somali women are supposed to start avoiding Somali drivers. And this one was interesting because it actually makes sense. Every time dem anaingia kwa taxi lazima akue on full alert, lazima akue hatrust ule msana mdriver na. But sasa utapata like with close knit communities kama Somali, if a Somali girl iko kwa taxi na a Somali guy, she'll drop her guard, she'll feel very comfortable, and with that she'll not be able to notice my red flags 2-3 zinaweza kuwa mzabaki umepata like niko comfortable, so let me just look at the phone, as opposed to ingekuwa ni mtu she's not comfortable with, atakuwa yuko alert na ataweza kunotice nini. So yes, I actually think that would be a good idea, ile like in the meantime, unajua especially vile hizi hiki wave kinaendelea kuwa rada the same way unacheki countries kama India, like most Indian girls were hurt by their own people. Unajua inakuwaga like that's the reality of life, ile madem wa white wanakuwaga at risk na wase wa white hivyo, so inakuwaga hivyo like because you let your guard down. But still tukilenga hii story ama tukifikiria juu mse, kwa sababu mse sasa tunamclassify as a serial killer, and that's scary, like having a serial killer out there, because even when you think about serial killers, a lot of us pia tunafikiria juu ya femicide, and this is not just about femicide, this is also about sisi as men, because with men what happens is I say one of the things that they are able to tap into ni greed yetu. So utapata msana unatumia taxi, unatumia hizi ma-app, unatumia either Uber ama unatumia Bolt, and someone tells you that unajua ni aje si imekuitisha pesa ngapi, unamwambia imenitisha soko bole, yuko si uzime app alafu utanilipa offline. Like no, this app is also part of your security, because what the app does is it creates a digital footprint. Na hii digital footprint can be used to either trace you ama even keep you safe, because umse akijua hii kitu kuna hii digital, kuna communication, kuna what, so that might end up keeping you safe. So these things are very important. But now talking of serial killers, of course 2024 imekuwa the year of serial killers hapa Kenya. Kulikuwa na ile story ya mse wa Kware. Mse wa Kware, of course history yake ukisikizaga vizuri, number 1 nakaga ni story ya jaba, because this is the guy who ended up like confessing. Aliambia makarao this is on the first day ila amefikishwa police station, alisema that yeye udedisha watu, na apart from that ikasemekana like the statement the police were telling us was umse alidedisha mtu, then akadungia mse wa boda, akaambia mse wa boda kujo ni pick, niko na mzigo. Mse wa boda kamuza ni mzigo gani uko na, kasema ni mwili nimekatakata, nataka tuende turushe pale Kware. Does that make sense? Alafu this was around the same time when makarao alikuwa Kware, because watu bodies ziko zinakuwa like retrieved from your place. So ilikuwa stories zingine za jaba kabisa. So umse vile alifikishwa kotini, of course alianza kutuonyesha zilikuwa stories za jaba.
Well, meanwhile, the suspect told a Makadara court that police tortured and forced him to confess to the killings. Makadara Magistrate Irene Hishobi has allowed the Director of Criminal Investigations, DCI, to detain the suspect for 30 days in order to conclude investigations. Rosangoi has the details.
Wearing a tan jacket and black jogging bottoms, Collins Joimaso, who is the prime suspect behind the bodies discovered at the Kware dump site in Mukuru slums, was presented at the Kiambu Law Courts before Senior Principal Magistrate Peter Oko. In handcuffs, Joimaso seemed unperturbed, oblivious to the capital offences he was about to be charged with. The magistrate questioned why the suspect was arraigned in Kiambu when his alleged victims were neither from the county nor were the offences committed there. He argued.
So nacheki, so history yake ilianza kuwa na hizo maswali mingi even hata before iendelee, but now it got even more strange because hii time alikuwa nakuwa arraigned in court. This was on the 16th of July 2024. And then after the 16th of July 2024, majuzi tukabaki tumeambiwa kuwa umse ali-escape. Alafu kumbuka niki-insist that makara wa Kenya, when they want to investigate a case, they investigate the case. But this case, strangely enough, after this guy escaped, hajaipatikana mpaka wa leo. We mwenye jiulize, a so-called serial killer who confessed on the phone that alikuwa amebeba mwili kwa gunia, mpaka saa hizi makara wa Kenya angekuwa namtafuta, angekuwa amempata. So alikuwa arrested on the 16th of July, then yani alikuwa arraigned in court 16th of July, then barely 1 month after, this is on the 20th of August, akabaki ame-escape one of the most guarded police stations in Kenya.
Collins Jomaisi Halusha had been confined at Gigiri police station. He seemingly had a rather easy time of breaking out alongside 12 illegal aliens. His escape was from a police station in a highly guarded diplomatic neighborhood, and with top-notch security detail.
Ka red kana flicker ati sasa mafala wanataka kutuonyesha makarao, wanataka kutuonyesha that asa wali escape through hapa, walikata na wakabaki wamejipull up. Hii time yote hakuna mtu yote anawaona, alafu wakabaki wamehepa.
Following the mishap, 8 police officers based at Gigiri police station have been interdicted. 4 among the 8 officers are currently in custody and are helping investigators probing the prison break. Those under probe include the Gigiri OCPD. The police commander claims he has never accessed the cells since the murder suspect was brought to his station. Investigators are questioning this because it is his mandate to inspect the cells on daily basis. The OCS is also a man on the detective's radar, as well as the cell sentry and report office officer.
Consequently, I have interdicted 8 officers who were on duty last night. Among them,
so hapo huwa on duty last night ni Masengeli, na kunga ule mse wa contempt of court alibaki disappear hivyo. All he needed to do was apologize to the court and all that was forgiven. So so kulikuwa na hii story ya Jumaisi kuhepa, na Jumaisi mpaka saizi hajaipatikana. This is close to let's say over 2.5 months later, he's never been caught. This is nonsense. Makara wa Kenya kawa na kutaka watakushika haraka kabisa. They can be able to trace this person. But sasa tunacheki kuna history ya 12 Eritreans. So these 12 Eritreans are most probably the reason why umse aliongezwa hapo kama extra. So the whole idea was for the 12 Eritreans to escape. Alafu Jumaisi siwezi kuwa surprised yuko pali ameuma pamba, because pia yeye like as soon as alitokea familia yake distance na yeye, so everyone was like hatutaki story ya umse. But sasa tukigo back to history ya Isich, all neza sema ni if we have a serial killer out there, and of course the serial killer has been arrested, but history ya serial killing ikianza inakuwa ni scary sana, because hata ukienda majuu most serial killers wanakuwaga walami. It's just something that haufanyaga, like inakuwaga very few. Ikamtu hapa Africa, I think one of the most serial killers, most famous serial killers ule ashaijulikanaga ilikuwa mse fulani wa South Africa. Mse alihangaishaga wa mother South Africa, ilikuwa mse black. And this was back in the days before, of course, social media ifike hii level ilifika. Mse alikuwa na targeting madem, alafu anabaki alikuwa na especially kikam to hizi stories alikuwa anafuata wapi kwa railways. Yes, alikuwa anatafutaga kwa railways. Alikuwa anaitwa Moses Sitole. Alikuwa born in 1964. Umse alikuwa a serial killer and a rapist who committed the ABC murders. So Sitole ilikuwaga ni mse moja wa ajab sana, kwa pia South Africa instead of Sitole wangemita tu Shithole, shithole. Umse alikuwa anatarget mostly wa mother wa black, na alikuwa anatarget ile time wanatembea tu hivi, wana grab, wanabaki ya rape, alafu anawadedisha, na alidedisha watu kadhaa. Ilikuwa kabla he was finally arrested. And so I'm saying si crime moja ile inakuwaga yetu sana. So umse mwingine pia I would not be surprised that tutapata the rape element iko hapo. That's the reason why unacheki alikuwa na inasemekana moja ama dem aliboiliwa, alafu wengine walikuwa scattered kila pahali. So utapata ikichekiwa, siwezi kuwa surprise kuna an element of sexual assault. So because of that anataka hide evidence, sasa ndio inabidi mutilate bodies na kufanya vitu za ajab kama hizo. But hiyo still, nikimalizia nikisema usiwahi trust mtu yote. So even your taxi driver might have some bad secrets. So kweweni chali, kweweni dem, kuwa rada. Kawe ni dem na ni usiku, make sure hata umse anasikia unabonga na mtu na unaweza share the trip, baki umeshare hiyo trip. Una hizi vitu zote of course tuzazidu tu in hindsight. But sasa ikikam to Isili, ana doubt kama kuna watu enough wananiwatchigi Isili, but the advice would be, especially kwa hao madem, saa hizi ni time to avoid any taxi driver that makes you super comfortable, because that makes you like, saa hizi unafaa kuwa uko rada kabisa every step. Kama unafaa kuenda hivi, mnafaa take a left, akienda right juu ya traffic uko zi, wacha tu tukwame hapa. Kwa nini mpaka historia yote ibaki imeisha? But ni story scary sana jo. Nairobi, serial killers, alafu sisahau pia gava huko pia pia inaendelea kutudedisha, so tutafanya nini jo? Iko nini?